Warren Buffett is one of the most well-known and most successful investors of all time. In this video, we'll provide you 5 of the most important principles that helped the Oracle of Omaha build wealth and become one of the world's richest people. Many people are turning to Warren Buffett's advice on how to best invest for the future, especially with fears of a recession on the horizon. We've therefore selected 5 of the top investment rules recommended by Warren Buffett that you can take and apply to your own personal investment decisions for 2023 and beyond. Make sure you watch to the end of this video, as we will give you an additional principle that is probably the most important investment tip of all. So what are the top 5 rules for building wealth recommended by Warren Buffett? Rule number 1. View investing as a long-term game.
I know what markets are going to do over a long period of time. They're going to go up.
Buffett once said, "Someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago." Essentially, by planting and nurturing the seeds of financial success today, it will lead to shade to enjoy later on in life. That shade could be equivalent to a secure retirement, elimination of debts, or covering building a college fund for your children. In his 2014 letter to shareholders, Warren Buffett showed how this long-term view is central to his investing decisions. He said people should invest with a multi-decade horizon. Their focus should remain fixed on attaining significant gains and purchasing power over their investing lifetime. He urged investors not to focus on moments of stock market volatility or economic crisis. It takes time to build financial security, and you will most likely experience many financial challenges along your journey. By seeing your investing plan as a lifelong undertaking will help you stay on course despite short-term pains and will ensure you have a financial footing that will last. Rule number 2. Form healthy money habits. In a 2007 address at the University of Florida, Buffett said, "Most behavior is habitual, and they say that the chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken." Unhealthy money habits will keep you broke or poor. So work on building healthy money habits and halt those that damage your wallet. Some examples of healthy money habits include budgeting. Not trying to keep up with the Joneses. Keep some funds aside for emergencies. Track your spending habits. Don't make impulse purchases. Diversify your investments. Have a financial plan. If you have bad money habits that are impacting your own wealth, then let us know about them by leaving a message in the comments section below. We are all guilty of bad habits, but if you can share your experiences, we can help each other to improve and get better at growing your wealth. Don't forget, still to come is a bonus just for you, which might just be the best advice you can take on board for building your wealth and improving your life for 2023 and into the future. So be sure to hang around until the end for that. Rule number 3. Avoid debt, especially credit card debt. Buffett attained his wealth by using interest to work for him, instead of working to pay interest, as many people do. "I've seen more people fail because of liquor and leverage being borrowed money," Buffett said in a 1991 speech at the University of Notre Dame. You really don't need leverage in this world much. If you're smart, you're going to make a lot of money without borrowing. When it comes to credit cards, he is particularly cautious.
As a general matter, as a one piece of specific financial advice, I would say, avoid credit cards. Just forget about them. The American public loves credit cards, but if you start revolving debt on credit cards, you're going to be paying 18 or 20%. And you can't make progress in your financial life going around borrowing money at 18 or 20%.
The 4th top investment rule, as advised by Warren Buffett, is keep cash on hand.
Going back to Q2, we will always have a lot of cash on hand.
People and companies alike can be tempted to put liquid cash to work through investments. Cash, though, is to a business as oxygen is to an individual, never thought about when it is present, the only thing in mind when it is absent, Buffett said. When bills come due, only cash is legal tender. Don't leave home without it. Rule number 5 is trust a low-cost index fund for your portfolio.
What is the best investment, meaning one that there would be less worry of any kind connected with, and less people coming around and saying, "Why don't you sell this and do something else," and all those things? She's going to have more money than she needs. And the big thing then you want is money not to be a problem. And there will be no way that if she holds the S&P, virtually no way, absent something happened with weapons of mass destruction, but virtually no way that she'll have all the money. The object is not to maximize. It doesn't make any difference whether the amount she gets doubles or triples or anything of the sort. The important thing is that she never worries about money the rest of her life.
A lot of Buffett's advice and insight might be seen as abstract, but he has also furnished us with some tangible pointers that almost everyone can apply. For example, Buffett advocates the everyday investor to acquire index funds. Put 10% of the cash in short-term government bonds and 90% in a very low-cost S&P 500 index fund, he wrote in his 2013 letter to Berkshire Hathaway shareholders. Buffett has offered this advice for a long time. If you invested in a very low-cost index fund, where you don't put the money in at one time, but average in over 10 years, you'll do better than 90% of people who start investing at the same time, Buffett said at the 2004 Berkshire Hathaway annual meeting. Now I promised you a special additional bonus rule for watching to the end. So thanks for staying with us, and if you have found this video of value, please smash the like button to let us know. So the additional rule that could be the most important of all professed by Warren Buffett himself is investing in yourself.
Well, I'll give you two pieces of advice. I'd invest as much in myself as you can. I mean, you're your own biggest asset by far. I mean, you've got all kinds of potential. All the people in this room, you're lucky to be in this country, gotten a good education, but most people go through life using up a very, very small part of their potential. And so anything you do that invests in yourself, that's the best investment you can possibly make.
This might not relate to stock investing, but it doesn't mean that it won't pay off. The best thing you can do is to be exceptionally good at something. Education and skills that you acquire are recession-proof. If you learn how to cook, you can cook in a good economy or a bad one. If you learn carpentry, you can build things in slow times and successful times. Sometimes, the best way to invest is by putting in the effort to acquire a new skill that you can use to make money down the road. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, hit the subscribe button. It really helps us to know that you are gaining value from these videos and we can produce more.